Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be doing a comparison review of some minifee bodies, and I had a couple of requests to do this, so I have all three bodies. That's the Moe Body, the old A-line body and the new A-line body. So starting with the minifee Chloe, I got her in 2014 and she's on the Moe Body in tan skin, and she is on the glamour bust. And she has just regular legs, all Moe line legs have the same. And then my minifee Rhea, she was bought in 2017. She's on an A-line new body with a small bust in normal skin and model legs. And this last one is an old A-line body from 2014. She's minifee Selene. She has a large bust on normal skin with cutie legs and number 8 hands. Alright, some close-ups of my minifee Chloe. Again, she's made in 2014 in tan skin, and she has a face-up done by me. And when I first got her, her tan skin was actually really red, but it mellows out really nicely. And as with all Fairyland, they have a head cap which just pops off, and you can see it has a click system inside the head. And you can see she has her name on the inside and the magnets inside the head as well. And you can easily pop that head cap back on and off. So you can see inside the head, it's really easy. And it's just used with some magnets to keep the head cap on. Okay, so going with the bust, and this bust size was a glamour bust. I think that is the smaller size in the Moe Body. And the Moe Body is quite a bit smaller than the A-line bodies. They're kind of difficult to find shoes for and stuff, but I actually prefer the Moe Body. I just think it's a nicer sculpt and stuff. And you can see how the breast area is not so large and weird like some of them are. I know with the larger boobs on this body, it's really weird and big and round and just not great. So you can see the range of motion you get with that top plate there, and there is no seam thing at the base of her belly as hip area like the A-line body has. And a quick look at the back, and only the Moe Body has these two little dimples on the back of her back. The A-lines don't have that little detail, so just something to keep an eye out if you're confused which body it is. And we can take a look at the legs now. So we have the hip joints, they all pretty much the same on all of the body. They have this wee little cap in front of them, and we also have a mobility joint, which means you can twist the leg around, so it's really handy if you want it to sit cross-legged position and stuff. And then we have the knee joints, and it's got that floating peanut with a little cap over the top of the knee, so there's no weird gaping hole. It's not the best one that I've tried, but it's not bad. And then we have the little Moe feet, and the thing with the Moe feet is they're magnetic, so you can pop them on and off. It's really handy when you want to put weird pants on with a small hole. So you can see the magnet inside there, and it just pops in. It's got a left and right space as well, so you can't really get confused which foot goes on where, and it just pops on really easily, like that. Like I said before, sometimes the Moe feet are quite hard to find shoes for, so I've tried USD shoes which do fit, but they're a little bit tight. But yeah, they are very, very small, and much smaller than any of the other minifees that I've got, or any other MSDs that I've got. Okay, a quick look at the arms, and we have that floating peanut again. The posability with these arms are probably one of the best posability you can, because you can get the hand right up to the face and it will actually stay there, as opposed to a lot of other dolls which are quite difficult to pose and get their arm to reach their face. So Fairyland does excel in that sort of area, better than any other doll that I have actually tried. So I have all different hands for each one of my minifees. So these are the number 6 hands, and I wanted it a bit more feminine for this particular doll. So I went for the number 6 hand. It's got one little closed hand, which is quite nice. I don't know how they cast this stuff. It would be really, really difficult. to cast. And again with the Moe Body, it is magnetic as well, so it's really handy when you're putting tight sleeve things on, so it's not a struggle getting anything on a minifee, especially with the head gets removed as well with that key system. It's really easy to dress your minifee. It's probably the easiest doll that I've got to dress. And the other hand on the number 6 hands is just a little half open, half closed. Standing wise, the Moe Body is quite easy to stand. It is quite sturdy as well. So definitely good if you're worried about dolls falling over. It's a very sturdy doll. Okay, the next doll we're going to look at is my minifee Selene, and she's also made in 2014. She was my first minifee, and she's on the old A-line body, and she has some weird uneven yellowing. I don't know why, because she's never been in harsh sunlight, but the yellowing's kind of gone a bit green with this, so I don't know what's up with that. I haven't seen yellowing go green like that. It's not a white skin, she's on normal skin. And she has the same key system inside the head, and it makes it easy for everything, but she doesn't have magnets. This is an old Selene head, but yeah, they didn't come with magnets back then. I don't know if they come now, because I haven't bought a Selene that's newly done, so I'm not sure. And just a quick look at the bust size, and this is a large bust. I think this is the biggest one you could get on the old A-line body. It's not too big, and again the shape is perfect bust, but yeah, they're not too big. And then we have a look at the torso section, and you can see how it has the joint at the hip area. I don't know why it has it. I find it useless. It doesn't really move all that much, and it kind of just makes for a kicky doll, to be honest. So that's why I prefer the Moe Body. Yeah, it's just a bit of a weird system. It is a little bit better on the new A-line, but this particular doll is very, very kicky. So I don't really know why. It probably needs to be very strong, but it has a good range of motion with that bust area, and the same system for the hips as well as the Moe Body that you saw before, with the mobility joint, which makes it easy to cross legs and stuff like that. And again, has that weird cap, which I guess covers the hole or anything. So she has the cutie legs. I'd probably never buy the cutie legs again, and you can see the weird green yellowing on the legs there. Nothing you can do about it, whatever. You can try OxyClean it, but whatever. Yeah, she's on the cutie legs, so I probably wouldn't buy the cutie legs again. They're just a bit weird and kicky and not stable. And like, they look great, but yeah, I wouldn't go for cutie legs again. And the same niche system as the Moe Body, with that cap at the front to close any of those holes when you bend your minifee. And a quick look at the feet. With the A-line feet, the difference is they're not magnetic, so they don't come off, they're actually strung. And you can see how much bigger they are than the Moe Body. There's really no problem finding shoes with them though. They're pretty standard size. They're a little bit smaller than a larger MSD, so minifees are classed as a slim MSD, but again, there's no magnets and you can't take the feet off. But it's not too much of a big deal if you're putting pants on and stuff, because usually they slip right up, so it doesn't really matter. The problem with magnetic feet though, if you put shoes on, sometimes they come out in the shoe, then you got to fish them out when you take the shoe off, because they end up just coming off anyway. So a quick look at the back of the old A-line body, and you can see how it doesn't have the dimples that that Moe Body had, but a little less detail on the back of the legs than the Moe Body. It's pretty standard. You can see why I like the Moe Body better. And just a quick look at the arms again, same deal as the Moe Body. It has that floating peanut, and it is pretty good at reaching your minifee's face. And for these hands, I got the number 8 hand. So there's one little open hand and then one little closed hand. And these are also magnetic. So all minifees are magnetic, and I think all of the large dolls are magnetic as well. I've only got one large doll, so I'm not too sure. And you can see here the other hand is a little bit closed. Standing wise, this body is quite a little hard to stand. I mean, it stands well, but because of the cutie legs, they sort of tend to want to kick in. So you got to get the legs right in the right spot, and then your minifee can stand properly as well. Onto my minifee Rhea, and she is in normal skin, and I got her last year in 2017, so she has nice skin tone and isn't yellowed in any way, and she still smells fresh like resin. I really like this sculpt. It's one of the newer sculpts. I like how her eyes are a lot more closed than Selene and stuff, and she has the same head back system as all of the other minifees. If I can get the head cap up, and you can see she has the magnets in the top of her head as well, because this is the newer sculpt, so they tend to put them all magnets in with the newer sculpts, and the same little key system. This one's a bit kicky, I don't know why, but it tends to flick back to a certain spot, but that's fine, it's no big deal. And again, the head back just snaps on. Woo! It's just the head back snaps on, but there's no name inside the head cap here, or even the head, so I don't know why they've done that. They just stopped carving names in the back of the heads. Okay, onto the bust, and this is a small bust. I didn't really want a large bust for this doll. I just didn't really envision her having big boobies. So yeah, I went for the smaller bust on this, so you can see they're quite small. I think it's the smallest one you can get, I'm not too sure. And then she has, it's a little bit more refined than the old A-line body, as this is the new A-line body. It has a nice curve in the back and stuff, and some more sculpting in the torso area, but still has that hip joint, which is a little better refined than that first one, so it's not so kicky and not so weird, and it sort of gives a good range of motion as well at the hip area. And we have the same hip joints as well, with that weird cap on top, and the mobility joint, so you can cross your minifee's legs. I probably would never get a doll with a outside mobility joint again, unless I really wanted it. So these legs are the model legs, so I stayed away from cutie legs this time. I went for the model legs, and I actually really much prefer the model legs over the cutie legs. I just like the shape better. They're a bit more chunkier, they're just a bit nicer. And the same system as well with the knee joints and the little cap that goes over the top. So I can't completely bend her knee to sit on her knees, but has a good range of motion anyway. And the difference with the new A-line bodies with their feet is they're actually magnetic, so they can pop on and off, as opposed to that old body which they was strung connected with a O-ring or whatever it is. But yeah, look, they're magnetic. And again, it just pops in, and it's got like a weird key system as well, so it pops right on and pops right off. And another look at the A-line back, and again doesn't have those little dimples that the Moe Body has, but yeah, really nicely sculpted though, and the resin is quite nice on this as well. I don't know, because it's new, but I like it. And again, looking at the elbow joint, and it's the same deal as the other two dolls, with that floating peanut, and you can see a good range of motion to her face. And for this one, I went for the number 7 hands. They're a bit more stubby and less feminine, so they don't have long nails or anything. So I wanted them to be a bit more grubby and a bit not as feminine as the other ones for this particular doll. And again, they're magnetic hands, so they just pop on and off. These ones are a bit hard to get on. I don't know why. There's like a certain spot for some reason it's kind of hard to get on, but it's only this particular doll and this particular hand that I find it hard to get on and off. So one of them has an open grab hand, and another one is like a smaller closed grab hand, so it's great for putting things in if you want your character to hold something, and which I plan to do with this. I plan to make some little props and stuff for this doll, so I can include those in videos as well, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do that. So these were the perfect hands. Standing wise, this girl stands like a trooper. I really like the way she is sturdy. She's strung really nicely, not too tight or anything. So let's get the other girls there. So this one is the old Poor little green, yellow, poor little green body. But I managed to stand like a trooper there too. And we'll get the other one in the Moe Body, and let's stand her. You can see how short she is compared to the rest of the dolls. So there you have it. I hope that was a little bit more informative. And that's it for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any requests, you can leave it in the comments down below. And also check me out on Instagram and Facebook at Creatures of Nat, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!